Coco Life? So Coco Life is the biggest Filipino-owned stock life insurance company. So we offer different kinds of product like investment, insurance, individual, group insurance, and healthcare insurance. So Coco Life is 46 years already, and Coco Life Healthcare is 25 years already here in the Philippines. So Coco Life Healthcare. So who is Coco Life Healthcare? So Coco Life Healthcare was established in 1997 to complete Coco Life's area of risk protection services. So as the demand of the market evolved, a card-based service was introduced in 1999 in addition to its reimbursement type of health insurance. Una po kasi, yung na-establish po yung healthcare insurance ni Coco Life, reimbursement type lang po tayo. Pero nung 1999, dun po nag-start yung cashless, yung meron na pong card type. The first healthcare program provider certified by ISO and regulated by the Insurance Commission. So Coco Life Healthcare, kasama po tayo sa AMOP na tinatawag po and tayo po ay ISO certified. So this is sample of the clients of Coco Life Healthcare. The new client of Coco Life Healthcare includes BDO. And other is AirAsia, Dunkin' Donut, Tesla, Business World, Transcom, Shopee, San Miguel Corporation, and Copico. And our clients includes City Garden, Lusitani, Diamond Hotel, Conrad, Villarica, Lancaster, Palawan Pawn Shop, and many more. Ito lang po yung mga sample na clients ni Coco Life Healthcare. Kung makikita po natin, it came to the different industry. Meron po tayong mga BPO, meron po tayong mga government, meron po tayong mga private companies. So as of now, our network accredited facilities, 710 hospital, clinic 1,257, plan coordinator 706, specialist 54,000, and dentist 1,121. So kasama po dito yung mga big hospital in Metro Manila like St. Luke's Medical Center, St. Luke's Quezon City, Cardinal Santos, the Medical City, and Healthway, and many more accredited facilities and clinics. So we have 3 Coco Life hubs also. We have Coco Life hubs at Makati Med, St. Luke's Medical Center, and Medical City. So we will go now to the group health policy one by one. So I will call Sir Manuel Villar to detail the Coco Life Insurance Healthcare.
Yeah, thank you, Nins, for that. So again, everyone, good morning. So first of all, I would like to thank you for giving the time and effort to attend our business benefits with Coca Life. So basically, the intention of us being here today is, of course, for us to be able to discuss yung policy po ni Coca Life Healthcare and, of course, other na business units po ni Coca Life. So let's dive in, continue for our group health policy. So basically, everyone, this will be yung products po ni Coca Life Healthcare. So we have main products as mentioned by Ms. Nina earlier. The very first product of Coca Life po is the medical reimbursement system. But as the market evolves, okay, so ang HMO kasi, the meaning po niyan is Health Maintenance Organization. It's the use of the health card, okay po, cashless transaction, provides po services to our members by the use of a health card using yung accredited facilities po ng HMO provider. So diyan po nakalagay yung ating group life, accident and health insurance. We call that the HMO, the Health Maintenance Organization, or the premium-based. Second one is the medical reimbursement program. And of course, the third-party administration and the daily hospital income benefit. So yan po yung 4 na products po ni Coca Life Healthcare. We will be discussing those products one by one as we go on with our presentation. So first, let's have a quick discussion about the group life, accident, and health insurance. So basically, everyone, we call this the HMO program. the full risk program. So ang HMO program, by definition, this healthcare delivery system provides convenient access to cashless medical treatment through the use of the first-rate accredited facilities by Coco Life. So basically, once po nagpunta sa amin yung client, we will be issuing cards, and those cards po with the maximum benefit limit, they can use that po for availment using yung networks po ng isang HMO provider. So by the use of accredited hospitals, they can avail consultations, laboratory exams, then medical treatment, confinement, and all. Okay? By the use of course, yung accredited networks po ng isang HMO program. So yan po yung ating group life and accident plus the health insurance. This one po, ang nagbo-born po ng risk dito is the provider itself, si Coco Life po mismo. Because this type of product, yan po naka-fix kasi po yan. Fixed premium plus the fixed benefit. Okay? Ang benefit po nito is non-flexible. Kasi kung ano yung nakalagay sa contract, we will going to follow those contract. Unlike po with other type of product ni Coco Life that we can almost cover yung non-coverable illness kasi po yan ay flexible po yung program nila. Which we'll later on discuss po natin. The next one is of course we have our, okay, sorry, we have the medical reimbursement program. So basically from the word itself, I will going to reimburse yung medical treatment or any medical expenses ni member. Okay? So again, use pa rin siya ng accredited network po ni Coco Life, but it allows reimbursement. Yun nga lang, the reimbursement is not 100% of what the member paid during the availment. It is 100% of supposed paid po na binabayad namin sa accredited ng mga hospitals plus dentists, doctors, and clinics po natin. So by the definition itself, allows reimbursement for expenses incurred during the hospital confinement due to accident or illness. As long as po the case is coverable. Kasi as we all know, all insurance po, all types of insurance, we are still following the exclusions and conditions. So lahat po yun, any type of insurance po, meron tayo exclusions and conditions. We will going to allow reimbursement as long as the case is coverable and hindi siya nag-violate ng any exclusion provided by the Philippine Insurance Commission. Again, the amount of reimbursement po, it is not 100% of what the member paid, but 100% of the HMO rates. So by the way, everyone, these HMO rates po, hindi ito gawa-gawa ni Coco Life because these rates are made by the Association of the Philippine Doctors and this is also agreed by the AMOFI. As mentioned by Ms. Nina, AMOFI po is the long-standing HMO organization po sa market. Okay? Basically, we have two types of HMO organization. The first one is AMOFI and the second one is yung PAMOC. Okay? So yung rates po na fina-follow ni Coco Life and all HMO providers po, yan ay standard. It is agreed by the both parties po. Syempre, para yung members po natin as well as yung HMO provider po ay fair po and just yung pag-run natin ng system and yung business. Moving forward, we have our third-party administration. So basically, for third-party administration, ito na po yung flexible side ng HMO program. As we discussed earlier, for the HMO type, the premium-based, the group life and accident plus health insurance, yun po yung fix. But this one is the third-party administration. Again, by the definition, combines the flexibility of the self-administered program with convenience of HMO program. So meron po tayo dito flexibility of the benefit. Okay? Unlike sa HMO program, pag sinabi natin na ito yung benefit nyo, we still have to stick with the contract. But this one po kasi, we will going to administer the agreed benefit ng isang client. For example, meron tayong isang client po. Okay? Ang ginagawa kasi natin, yung fund po nila, we will going to ask for a fund and that fund po yung gagamitin natin to run the program. Technically, the fund must be coming from the client itself. So even though yung isang benefit is not covered, pero pag sinabi po nila, okay, we are good to go that you can cover this one, we will going to cover yung mismong program po ng member natin. Okay? Yun nga lang, for this one kasi, it is different compared to the HMO. Kasi this one po, meron tayo dito tinatawag na claims handling fee plus yung ating network access fee. So every availment po nito, we will going to build the member and the company po dun sa mismong fund na nakaalat po sa atin. Okay? Unlike kasi pag naka-HMO tayo, pag sinabing 10 million yung complete benefit po, that 10 million, yun na yung premium niya for the total enrolled principal plus the one whole policy year. This one, even though sabihin po natin na yan yung coverage niya, pero pag gustong ipa-cover yan ng isang client natin, we're going to cover that one because we will going to bill yung member po dun sa fund na nasa atin. Okay? So later po, derive in natin with regards to our third-party administration. Next naman, of course, is the daily hospital income benefit. Again, from the word itself, we will going to, of course, lend a helping hand to the members pagdating po sa kanilang confinement po, of course, hospitalization due to illness and accident po. So may compensation po tayong ibibigay po dito. Okay? Again, for the daily hospital income benefit pro every availment po ng member, there is a corresponding amount that we will going to cover. Unlike po kasi with the HMO, with the TPA po, pag sinabi nating regular private room and board, automatically, regardless of the amount, we will going to cover that one. Okay? Pero pag sinabi nating daily hospital income benefit, let's say for example, the coverage ni member per confinement sa room and board is 1,000. Regardless po ng kwarto niya, basta 1,000 po yung cover ni Coco Life, yan po yung daily hospital income benefit. So meron tayo dyan mga fix, of course, na mga rates per availment. So I believe ang merong gumagawa po nito is with regards to the VUL, okay? Yung sa variable unit life, di ba po meron po mga nakalagay doon kung ilan yung cover ni member po or ni provider, okay? Same siya ng almost process natin sa daily hospital income benefit. We will not going to cover the whole hospitalization, but a certain amount or percentage of the total hospital bill will be covered by Coco Life, okay? So basically po, yan yung apat na main products po ni Coco Life Healthcare. So we have the HMO, the premium-based, okay? The second one is, of course, the third-party administration. The next one po is the daily hospital income benefit. And of course, yung reimbursement po natin. Then moving forward, for the quotation requirements naman for the minimum headcount, Coco Life Healthcare po, we only cover group clients. Okay? 30 minimum of regular full-time employees yung kino-cover natin dito for group life. So basically, yung group life po, yan yung HMO. Okay? The full risk. The second one is the medical reimbursement. We also need at least 30 regular employees, and the third-party administration plus the daily hospital income benefit, at least 200 po yan. Okay? Regular full-time employees yung kailangan nating ipakut before we can proceed with the quotation. Then, moving forward, the health maintenance organization. Again, ang health maintenance organization po, it's a medical availment by the use of accredited networks and cashless transaction. So we provide medical service to our members by the use of our networks and of course, cashless transaction po yan. So we have two organization, okay, under po ng HMO. The first one is yung AMOFI. Ito po yung long-standing organization. And Coco Life is a long-standing member also of AMOFI. The second one po is yung newly created, which is po yung PAMOC, okay, Philippine Association of HMO Companies po. And this one is, of course, the Association of the Health Maintenance Organization in the Philippines. Okay? So moving forward, everyone, ito po yung comprehensive benefit package na kino-cover natin. So yung first three, I want you to focus on first three. Kasi yung first three po talaga, we call that the major medical. That includes po yung ating outpatient, inpatient, plus emergency care. So basically, yan talaga yung main focus of having an HMO benefit to cover yung ating medical side. So ito naman, starting from dental down to life insurance po, we call that the riders. Okay? It's an add-on benefit. So first one is outpatient. Again, that's non-confinement. So nandyan yung mga consultations, laboratory exams, diagnostic procedures, first aid treatment for accidental injuries, okay? And of course, yung mga basically non-confinement. Next one naman is outpatient care. For inpatient care naman, I mean, ito na yung confinement natin. So pag confinement dyan, of course, nandyan yung daily use of room and board accommodation. So depende po sa program. So by the way, ang room and board po ng isang HMO benefit po, we have, I believe that's 5. That's ward, semi-private po, small private, regular, large private room, o 6 pala. Meron pa tayong suite room. Okay? Yan po yung 6 types of the 6 types of private rooms po natin. Okay? Or yung tinatawag nating room and board. But yung types of room and board kasi natin, we call that one yung nomenclature base. Pag sinabi nating nomenclature, regardless po ng presyo, basta nandun tayo sa benefit room and board natin, covered na ni Coco Life. Yung pangalawa naman po is meron tinatawag tayong peso-based. So balik na rin na natin. So regardless naman ng room and board, basta pasok siya sa benefit room ni member, cover natin siya. Okay? So for example, 2,000 yung kanyang room and board benefit. So regardless ng room and board, this could be ward, semi-private, regular private, large private, or even those suite room. Basta pasok ko yan sa ating room and board. Okay? And of course, yung ating inpatient care cover dyan, yung doctor's fees, okay? Yung paggamit ng ICUs, emergency cares, plus yung ating recovery room. Cover natin lahat yan. At isa po dito sa pinagkaiba, sa inpatient care po covered yung gamot. Okay? During the confinement, all medicines that was used, covered natin yan. For outpatient care kasi, standard medicines po are not covered. But again, we can still cover the medicine. Okay? Depende syempre yan sa existing benefit po ng members natin. Okay? Next one naman is emergency. For emergency case, so the benefit are almost the same. Kasi emergency case po, this can lead to confinement. So pag confinement po, the benefit of inpatient care sure follows. And of course, yung ating naman non-confinement, that's outpatient care. So everyone, lagi po natin tatandaan, before we can cover the members' availment, the doctor and the hospital must be both accredited. Okay? Dapat accredited yung doctor at hospital. But there are some cases that we are still covering the member under reimbursement if ever napunta siya sa non-accredited. Okay? So for HMO program, we only cover reimbursement for emergency cases and if you're being brought into a Coco Life non-accredited hospitals or of course yung clinics po natin. Okay, that's the only time we can cover reimbursement for the full risk and HMO program. Okay, so dental naman, again, starting from dental down to life insurance po, guys, lahat to ay under the rider benefit na. It is not technically under yung ating outpatient, inpatient at emergency. So, kumbaga po, add-on na natin yan. Okay? For the dental po, ang mga nandiyan na coverage, this is the standard that I'm discussing right now. But again, yung dental benefit natin and all HMO benefit can still be extended up to the comprehensive benefit natin. Ang standard benefit for dental, nandiyan yung free cleaning, okay? Yung pasta, basta po temporary, covered natin yan, okay? Pero kung magpapa-add tayo ng cleaning, magpapa-add tayo ng temporary pasta, permanent pasta, there will be a corresponding additional premium, okay? Cover din natin dito yung simple tooth extractions, minor adjustment of existing dentures, okay? Yung cover din yung bunot, basta non-surgical, okay? That's the coverage for dental. Ang preventive care naman, this is covered again under the standard benefit of Coco Life Healthcare. So, ang standard benefit natin, we have two free preventive care. Yung preventive care po, we are inviting partner doctors or our in-house doctor to conduct also yung tinatawag po nating wellness seminars. So, dito po gumagawa tayo ng wellness topics with regards to our utilization. So, depende kasi po yan if anong topic yung preferred na member. Okay? In-house Coca-Life doctor yung gumagawa po yan. The next one would be the annual physical examination. Yung annual physical exam, covered natin yan yung basic 5 under the standard. So, nandyan yung free x-ray, nandyan din po yung free urinalysis, the fecalysis or the stool test, plus complete blood count, and the general checkup and additional ECG and pap smear for 35 years old and above. Pero kung magpapadagdag po yan, kailangan ng, for example, requirements sir ng client namin under the company is yung complete blood chemistry, it can be added. Yun nga lang with the corresponding premium. Okay? And of course, yung ating life insurance. Since Coco Life Healthcare is a division of Coco Life, which is basically po a life insurance registered company, that's why we are also giving free life insurance. The standard amount is 10,000 for natural cause and 20,000 for accident po. But again, if ever yung client natin gusto magpa-add ng life insurance, we can still upgrade po naman yung ating life insurance benefit. So, yan po yung ating comprehensive package. Again, pwede pa tayo magpa-add dyan ng maternity coverage, okay? Yung pagbubuntis, the delivery, the consultations po, it can be added here, of course, with its corresponding premium as well. Then, moving forward naman, so let's discuss po yung...
Can I ask question?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Papagod ako.
Sige po.
Diretso no? Okay. So yung dental pababa, optional benefit yon. It's
That's
not
correct,
part
ma'am.
of your standard plan.
Actually, ma'am, this one kasi, pag nagbigay kami ng quotation, nandito na po lahat yan. So, pag ayaw natin siyang ipasama, ma'am, this would be the unbundled program. Pero normally kasi, pag nagbigay si Coca Life ng quotation, lahat po yan, ma'am, kasali na po siya.
Sali. Okay.
Aba.
Question. Is APE part of the utilization?
Yes po.
Okay. What's the minimum for maternity?
Na
How many females?
depende yan ma'am sa childbearing age. So i-compute natin siya po. So normally pag nagpa-quote naman si client ma'am, so we will going to check yung number of childbearing age ng mga female members natin.
Okay, for employees, hindi kasama dependent.
That's correct ma'am. Kasi ang kino-cover talaga natin yung employees po.
So how do you cover it? Based sa may MBL ba or may maximum, may cap?
May cap siya ma'am. So
Like,
depende yun ma'am. Depende sa preferred amount ni company ko ilan yung gusto niya pa-cover sa maternity benefit natin.
maternity.
Pero technically ma'am, hindi siya abot ng MBL pa.
Okay.
And the availment ma'am nito, this could be via reimbursement and or this could be covered also outright. So kailangan nila hingi ng advance letter of authorization.
Sa alin? APA?
Sa maternity po.
May maternity.
Apa.
Okay. Sige. Sa APE, can you include drug test?
Yes, pwede po. So anything ma'am na gusto ipa-include, pwede naman po yan. Yun nga lang, there will be corresponding premium.
Okay. Tapos yung life insurance, pwede rin naman ipataas yung coverage.
Yes po, pwede rin siya ma'am.
Alright, thank you.
Any more questions, everyone?
Sir, may question.
Sir, go
Galing
ahead.
sa ano?
Sa
Ah,
Zoom, okay.
Galing sa akin.
Okay.
Sir, yung po bang healthcare package natin, kasi not all HMO companies yung appetite nila pagka government ang o-offeran nandun. Si Coco Health po ba pwedeng mag-offer sa mga government employees?
Actually, sir, yes, we can. So we also have several government agencies. Ang pinakamatagal namin, sir, is the Department of Foreign Affairs. The DFA has been with us for almost 12 years. PIDEA, sir, is with us also. And we already catered several government agencies. So previous clients namin, sir, si Senate, okay, Congress, lower courts, pwede po yan, sir.
Sir, total, nandun na tayo sa usapan na yun. No? Kasi may mga ibang government agencies, for you to be able to tap into them, kailangan pumunta ka doon sa PhilJeps. So, pag po ganun, sir, paano po ba magiging setup kung let's say kami yung magiging agent for a government agency? Sino po ang pupunta sa PhilJeps? How does it work po?
So, Alex Candas from Cocolab. So, bali, Sir Mars, kapag sa mga LG or agencies natin, of course, most of them dumadaan sa PhilJeps, sir. So, if ever, sir,
Sorry, sir. For the benefit of some na hindi po alam yung PhilJeps, PhilJeps po, ito yung procurement na website ng lahat ng government. So lahat po ng procurement dumadaan doon sa website na yon para makapunta po kayo ng mga bidding, no? So ayan, sir.
So, bali sir, ang process namin on the PhilJeps, sir, kung sino yung una makabili ng bid docs sa LGU or sa agency. So, sa kanya mapa-franchise.
Okay, sir. Thank you for clarifying that. So, ano po ibig sabihin natin sa provide? So, sa provide po, pag may nakita kayo actually, pwede po kayong tumambay sa website ng PhilJeps kasi nandoon lahat po ng nagpapabid na government agencies ng HMO. So, pag po may nakita kayong ganon, pwede po kayong bumili ng bid documents. Yun po yung ibig sabihin ng bid docs. So, sagot po iyon ng member ni Provide, yung bid docs para makasama tayo sa bidding. And then, sir, ang document na ipapasa natin is yung document ni Coco Life.
Coco Life po.
Tama po. Ayan. Kasi si Coco Life, kilala na sila sa government. So, paunahan na lang po na bumili ng bid docs.
Yes.
Not necessarily, pag bumili kayo ng bid docs, kayo po yung mananalo. Pero malaki po ang chance kasi like I said earlier, hindi po lahat ng HMO company may appetite na mag-cater ng government. I think very few. Sir, if I may ask, aside from Coco Life, sino po yung normal na nagiging competitor natin pagdating dito?
Kaiser, sir.
Kaiser.
Kaiser. Oo. Okay, sige sir. Thank you, sir.
Before I care.
Wala. So, dalawa na lang kayo? Coco Life and Kaiser.
I care, sir, sometimes.
I care, nag-ano pa din.
May mangilan-ngilan pero sir, pero yung most aggressive talaga si Cocaliff and Kaiser po.
Kaiser.
Kasi normally sir, pag nawala sa aming client, pag tingnan namin, Kaiser.
Who's winning, sir? Who's winning the battle?
Depende yan sir, kasi of course we have to check the utilization and all po.
No, I mean sa mga government agencies, kung dalawa na lang kayo, who would most likely, sino yung mas madalas na nanalo? Kaiser o Coco Life?
Yung isang malaking account, hindi ko lang po alam kung nag-incept na yung sa
Congress?
no sir, yung sa lower court, yung buong judiciary.
Okay. Yung
Ano po,
Regional Trial Court,
Supreme Court law.
ano po yun 1B yun.
1B.
Ah,
Coco Life.
umayaw na kami doon sir kasi due to our experience, mataas yung utilization nila. So, end of the day, sine-check na talaga rin namin talaga sir yung profitability. So, for us, of course, titingnan namin yung experience. Then, if ever, kapag okay na may experience namin, lalaban tayo. But kapag umpisa pa lang, nakita na natin yung account then versus the budget, i-inform naman agad namin kayo na for now, let's back off kasi talagang yung budget nila is maliit.
So, tama ba, Sir Alex? Pwede bang, halimbawa, tatambay ako sa PhilJeps website, maghahanap ako ng mga, ano doon, mga gustong mag-bid ng HMO. Pero alam natin, hindi laging gusto nyo
Yes,
yung account. Pwede po bang bago ako magbayad ng bid documents, ipacheck ko muna sa inyo, Sir, okay po ba to?
Pwede naman, sir.
Pagka ganun ba, Sir, i-require nyo pa rin ng broker on record?
Actually, kapag PhilJobs kasi
Wala na.
broker.
Okay.
Kaya,
Kung sino yung nagbayad ng ano?
nangyayari po, kung sino yung
Bid docs.
unang nakabili ng bid docs po.
Oo, so yung pala yun, pupuhunanan muna natin and then bago mo puhunanan, tatanong natin kay Coco Health kung ready sila to fight. Pag ready, pwede nating puhunanan and then pag nanalo, si Coco Health yung ma-offer natin. Thank you, Sir Alex.
Thank you, sir. Yes, ma'am.
May nagtanong pala sa akin, ang Coco Health ba ay 100% Filipino-owned?
Yes po.
Okay. Kasi pag government, yun din yung isang ano nila, tinatanong. Oo, requirement nila.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry sir, singit ko lang ulit.
Sige po.
Yung po mga nasa Zoom, if you have questions, please unmute po yung inyong mga microphone anytime, no? Para po kung may questions kayo. Thank you, sir.
May question ako. Sorry. Di ba ngayon meron na yung 7,000 na for government? May experience ba kayo na may agency na dinadagdagan na lang nila yung 7,000 na yun na allowance? Or wala?
For now, sir, ma'am, wala pa kami nako-close na 7,000. But marami ng mga nangihingi na 7,000, then yung the rest, sila na magbabayad. Meron naman po. Pero most of them, gusto nila stick sa budget, 7,000.
Ayaw maglabas.
Ayaw maglabas ng mga empleyado.
Parang na-offer dun.
Tama.
Anong na-offer nyo pala? Is it a comprehensive or medical reimbursement or
Actually,
daily
opo.
income?
Ang ano namin, ma'am, ang existing namin sa Visayas, meron kami in-offer ng 7,000. But meron ka na kasi kami experience sa claims. So, right now, to be transparent, wala kami 7,000 na package. But kapag meron kayo ni-refer sa amin, we will be requiring you po yung mga data like master lease and utilization. So, let's see from there if magkano yung makukompute natin kasi inaano po namin sa actuary din namin. So, meron na po kami isang na-offeran na magre-renew naman na 7,000 but comprehensive po yun. Lowest MBL 40K, room and board of ward, walang APE, yun po, walang dental, basic lang. But yung inpatient niya, outpatient niya covered. So, hopefully, this coming weeks or months, nakipag-coordinate na naman kami sa actuary namin and then our healthcare team na mag-came up na kasi marami na talaga naglalabas ng packages like Kaiser, iCare, may isa pa eh. Para Yun. Kaso nga lang, titignan pa namin yung ano rin.
Sir, okay lang, medyo mahirap na tanong.
Yes lang.
Kasi kanina, let's say tayo yung bumili ng bid documents.
Apo.
Since government to,
Mm.
hindi naman natin sure yung galawan.
Apo.
Possible kasi yung nagpapabid, meron
Tama.
na silang preferred agent.
Tama po.
So, ngayon, kung tayo yung bumili ng bid documents, nanalo si Coco Life, pero yung nagpapabid, sabi niya, meron akong preferred agent, ito yung gusto kong ipasok. Paano hina-handle ni Coco Life yun, sir?
Based experience ko, sir, wala pa. If ever kung ganun, sir, tignan natin, sir, yung, of course, siyempre, kasi
Kasi
niloload lang din naman natin yung
hindi pwede, sir,
information.
na hindi pwedeng sabihin ni Coco Life later on na balik ko na lang yung pinangbili mo ng
Of course,
bid
hindi naman.
documents kasi that's going to be
Mm.
unfair. Pero at the same time, kung may pinasok nga yung ano na yon, agency na yon na ibang agent na Coco Life din yung i-carry. So, obviously, kailangan din magkaroon yon, di ba? So, how would you, I think maybe the answer is not available today, pero I think that's something that we're interested to know later on kasi mahirap kung magi-invest kami
Mm.
doon sa bid documents and then later to find out na sasabihin ni Coco Life, merong hawak tong si ganito. Balik ko na lang yung
Of
pinambayad
course,
mo ng
sir,
bid documents. Ayaw natin mangyari yun, no, sir?
of course, sir, ano naman, stand naman namin doon. Kanino kami nakapag-negotiate? Sa inyo naman, sir. So, if ever kung ganun, biglang lalapit yung, for example, LGU, dapat on the onset pa lang, naging clear na. Kasi pwede naman namin sabihin na wala kami niload ditong service fee. So, ano mabibigay namin sa inyo? Ayun ang ano namin. Stand naman namin. Wala pa akong ganun, sir,
Thank you,
na
sir.
experience, sir, na
Medyo advanced
i-turn
lang.
down namin yung, of course, value po yung referral nyo na kayo din
Oo.
naglapit and yung mga work. So,
Buti naman wala pang ganun. Kasi syempre medyo hindi naman sa cynic na ako sa
apo,
pero 'di ba parang medyo possible na mangyari lalo na kung government transaction. Anything can happen, 'di ba?
of course, sir.
Ayun. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more questions
At
po?
to add lang, no? Kasi hindi lahat din ng HMO companies accredited kasi renewable din yung PhilJEPS accreditation sa sa mga HMO or sa mga insurance provider. So 5,000 yun eh. 5,000 yung renewal lagi nun. Depende sa magiging sakop. Kasi doon pa lang makikita nyo na kung ano yung announcement na forbidding. So hindi lahat mako-cover lahat ng 5,000. Depende rin yan. Parang may premium, may ano, ganun siya. Meron mas mahal pa para mas detail, makukuha mo na sa PhilJEPS mismo yung listahan pwedeng mangyari.
Okay po. So moving forward, so everyone kasi once the policy incept, si Cocolef kasi we are using yung swipe card. Again, as mentioned by Miss Ninya kanina, yung first benefit namin sa ating clients is the reimbursement. As the market progresses, so again, ang ginagamit na natin ngayon is the swipe card system. Sa likod ng card natin, ng physical card, mayroon to black strip po dun. Yung black strip po na yun, we call that the magnetic strip. So maraming advantages. So pag na-swipe kasi natin yan, the first one is efficient po yung validation process. So pag na-swipe natin yung card sa mga terminals ng hospital, so hindi na po nila kailangan itawag sa amin just to check kung si member ba ay active member pa or hindi na. So by simply swiping, we can already skip the process of validation by calling. Second po, we have a real-time monitoring of availments. So lahat ng tawag, lahat ng availments po ng members sa Google Live are being recorded sa system po namin. So kung gusto nila i-check magkano nagamit, they want to know how much is the remaining limit, they can always verify that one. Okay? And electronic yung updating ng benefit po. If there will be enhancements pagdating sa benepisyo, ang ginagawa namin dyan is in-update siya sa system and automatically updated po yun sa cards natin. And by the way, yung health card natin, the physical, valid po yan for 3 years. So hindi po natin taon-taon kailangan palitan yung health cards po ni Coco Life. So everyone, yung ating kasing swipe card, ginagamit po sa terminals. Just to give you an idea po, yung terminal na po yun, we call that the POS. Hindi po lahat ng hospital merong POS terminal. Because that terminal po kasi, ina-outsource po yun ng hospital and hindi siya pagmamayari. At the same time, it is also not owned by Coco Life. So depende pa sa hospital if they have the capacity to outsource yung terminals. So the next question would be, sir, paano pag walang terminal? So sa calling traditional po tayo ulit para magpa-approve. Okay? And of course, meron tayong virtual card. So recently developed po to. So applicable po to sa ating mga members plus yung kanilang dependents. So available yan free for download sa Apple Store and Google Play. Libre po yan. So ang advantage po niyan is of course we have the efficiency plus yung speed natin. So we offer po dito yung electronic letter of authorization. Pag mag-avail po kasi tayo ng benefit ng isang HMO, there will be a letter of authorization. Okay? Sa iba pang tawag LOGs, letter of guarantee. So dito po, yung members natin, they can already generate galing po sa mga phones nila yung ating consultation LOAs, laboratory exams plus yung confinements po natin. Okay? So available na po yan sa ating application. Pangalawa naman is they can check yung pinakamalapit na Cocolif Hospital, clinic, dentist plus doctor sa area po nila. They can filter this one out kahit po nasan sila. For example, nasa Quezon City sila, they want to know yung pinakamalapit na Cocolif Hospital, lagay lang po nila Metro Manila, Quezon City, then tick po nila yung hospital button. Lahat po ng hospital ni Cocolif inside Quezon City, lalabas po sa screen po natin. Okay? At yung naghahanap din sila ng doctor inside that specific hospital, lagay lang po nila specialization, let's say St. Luke's QC, then cardiologist. So lahat po ng cardiologist ni Cocolif inside St. Luke's QC, lalabas po sa screen natin. Okay? And of course, same exclusions po tayo na fina-follow. Again, it was made by the Philippine Insurance Commission. So almost the same po yan with life, yung first 6 exclusions po natin. Kasi nandyan yung participation into a war, yung brawl, okay, negligence, assault, okay, so self-inflicted injuries, so extreme sports and activities. So yan po yung ating exclusions and conditions. Okay? So maliban po dyan, so pagdating naman sa medical side, so meron din tayong mga exclusions po dyan. So meron tayong exclusions dito for pregnancy because pregnancy po is not an illness. But again, pwede po idagdag sa benefit natin. The pre-existing medical condition. So by the way po, ang pre-existing, it will depend kung gaano kadami yung ipapakot natin. It is not automatically covered 100%. This will depend on the head count ng isang company po. Okay? So yung pre-existing, yun yung mga sakit dati, kahit alam or hindi alam, na meron na po yan before the inception date with Coco Life. Okay? And of course, for the proposal, okay? Sa proposal naman po natin dito, first, kung meron tayong ipapakode for proposal, so they will ask yung coordination po sa Brokers Relation Office natin. Again, nandyan po si Miss Gab and of course po si Miss Kath. Then, once confirmed po na open for quotation yung company natin, so kailangan natin maghingi po ng mga details. Ang details po na kailangan natin, the first one would be the master list. Sa master list po, dapat nandyan yung name, nandyan po yung age and yung gender. Kahit yung tatlo na po yun, okay na po yan. The next one would be, kailangan natin ng existing utilization report. Ang utilization report po, ito yung mga nagamit ng member natin at ng company dun sa previous provider po nila. Ang minimum po natin dito, 8 months as 10 months for us to provide na competitive po na quotation. Pero kung nandyan lang po sa kanila is of course 7 or 8 months, so pwede na po yun. Pero yun nga lang po, mas malaki yung magiging premium po natin dyan. And 100% po participation by the company. It must be 100% company paid. And voluntary dependents po, coverage po siya for dependents, medical institution, religious are excluded. So meron tayong mga certain groups na excluded under our program. Okay? And of course, no requirement, no proposal. So yan po yung ating proposal requirements po.
Question.
Ma'am, go ahead.
Yung pre-existing condition, sabi mo depende sa headcount.
Apo.
So, anong minimum to cover the pre-ex?
Pag 100% ma'am, 100 po. 100 minimum number of
Anong 100% or 100 yung headcount?
100% para ma-cover ma'am yung pre-existing 100 headcount po.
Tama ba intindi ko?
100, ma'am, na headcount para ma-cover 100% yung pre-existing.
Okay, employees.
Employees po. Pero pag below 100, ma'am, so check natin sa actuary po kung ilan yung coverage for pre-existing.
Nagbibigay din kayo ng partial coverage.
Yes, ma'am. Depende po sa headcount. Pero yung minimum natin to cover 100%, 100 employees po.
Okay. Pero nagte-take over account ba kayo?
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
So kung covered yung pre-ex doon,
We will cover the pre-existing. So again, sa Cocolif po, wala kaming standard na talagang proposal. So ang bibigyan namin po, kung may existing yan, we have to cover the existing, ma'am. As much as possible, we don't want to diminish yung existing benefit niya. Kaya pumaliban sa utilization report, kailangan din natin ng kabinang schedule of benefits. Para kung ano man po lahat ng nandun, is imamatch ni Coco Life, and if we can give enhancements po, binibigyan din na po natin. Okay po. Questions pa po? Okay. Then, moving forward, again, for quotation for the sales and marketing department, so approval from the sales and marketing po pag open yung quotation natin. So again, i-check muna natin kung may naka-franchise sa existing natin na roster of franchise of clients. Kung open po yan, of course, we will going to inform yung kayo na open for quotation po yan, and you need to submit yung mga requirements natin kanina para mag-proceed po tayo for quotation. So of course, the completion of the requirements are necessary. Dapat po complete lahat yan, and the pricing and proposal, magbibigay po tayo. And if kailangan po natin mag-present, our sales executives, the account executives of Coca-Cola Healthcare Sales and Marketing Team will accompany you para syempre discuss yung proposal and to present yung ating proposal po. Okay? And of course, for closed account, so again, pag completion of documents po natin, again, pag mag-accept na siya, so kailangan natin magpadala ng conform letter. So under the conform letter po, nandun yung ating proposal plus the master list. Nandun din yung ating rooming board, then yung number po na member, and the sales and marketing will issue the certificate of coverage. Kasi pag bago po kasi tayo makapag-release ng physical card, so kailangan natin yung complete master list. Yung complete master list po, once we receive that one, so we have 15 working days para po syempre makapag-release kami ng physical card po natin. But prior inception po, pwede na kami magbigay ng certificate of coverage. So that COC would suffice in the absence of our physical card. Okay? So ipapakita lang po nila yan sa mga partner hospitals, clinics, and doctors sa Coco Life, and honored na po yan. Yung ating mga partner po, they are already oriented na pag in the absence of the physical card, this COC po would suffice. And of course, schedule a meeting with the client for alignment. Kung meron tayo discuss for SLAs, the service level agreement po natin. Okay? And yung benefit orientation, this can be done via face-to-face or virtual, and the implementation. So normally before the implementation, sir, gusto namin. So bago mag-start yung coverage namin, April 1, dapat March, let's say 20 pala, nakapag-orient na kami para, of course, aware na yung mga members natin para bago mag-incept ng program is alam na nila yung benefit, pwede naman po yan. Okay? We just have to check with the orientation team if yung preferred orientation date nung client natin is matched dun sa availability po nila. Then for the brokers, agents, and commission, again, this should be coordinated under the BRO. But of course, the healthcare only caters for corporate accounts, minimum of 30 regular employees. And the dependents po, bago tayo makapagbigay ng quotation for dependents, 75% of the total enrolled principal at least enroll one dependent. Okay? So kung 100 po yung headcount natin, at least 75 po merong isang dependent. It is not 75 number of dependents po. Okay? Clear po ba? Okay, so yan po yung quotation natin for dependents. And of course, meron tayong fina-follow po dito na age eligibility, specifically for parents, siblings, then spouses, and children.
Question.
Ma'am, go ahead.
Yung availment ng APE ba, kahit ang mode of payment niya is quarterly, they can still avail the APE or
After the third billing po, ma'am. After masettle yung third billing.
third billing,
Apa.
hindi fourth?
Third po. Third billing.
Kung quarterly.
Kung quarterly. Pag semi-annual naman, ma'am, after yung first billing po. Pag annual naman, pag after mabayaran. So, yun po yung APE requirement natin. So,
possible ba na, kasi may mga kliyente na pinapa-APE nila in advance yung iba kasi requirement ng kliyente nila.
That's PEME naman, ma'am. Pre-employment. Pwede naman po
Hindi,
yan.
hindi siya pre-employment.
Okay.
Nagde-deploy sila sa kliyente. So, ang nire-require ng kliyente nila, ipa-APE mo tong mga to bago mo i-deploy sa amin. So, hindi siya PEME.
Yes po, ma'am. Opo.
So,
After
pwede yun. Halimbawa, few lang ang mag-APE in advance. I mean, no need to
bill back
wait for-
arrangement po siya, ma'am.
ganon. Hindi pwedeng i-advance niya.
Yes, ma'am. So maybe ma'am, kung ganun, on the package, tanggalin natin APE. Bill back namin yung una.
With service fee po, ma'am.
Service fee. Actually, may isang client na ganyan. Ginagawa is PEME. Bill back din yung
Bill
PEME
back po.
namin, ma'am.
Pero hindi ganun yung concept. I-advance na lang yung APE nung ano niya.
But ma'am, mayroon kasi kaming policy na pinid na kapag annual, paid siya.
Oo.
Will,
So kahit halimbawa, 100 yung empleyado niya, ang gusto niya ipa-APE, 5 lang.
yes,
Hindi
ma'am.
niya pa rin i-allow.
Bill back yun, ma'am.
Policy.
Yung may option po natin for the 5 individuals
Policy
po.
ng
If siya ma'am, if yung APE niya in mode of payment is quarterly. Pero kung annual naman yan, so wala na maging problem po. Anytime naman. Siya.
Okay, ma'am.
Ibig sabihin po ba, ma'am, naka-include na yung APE talaga dun sa program or
Oh, naka-include na. Pero ina-advance niya lang.
gusto niya lang i-advance?
Kasi requirement ng kliyente niya. May mga ganun kasi ang kliyente.
Yes, apa.
Diba? Bago niya i-deploy, kailangan may medical,
If ever,
record.
ma'am, kung
Kaya lang naka-quarterly.
nakaano pa, ma'am, kung nasa SOP yun, kung takeover naman yan, we will
Pwede.
follow, ma'am. Basta
Basta nasa provision.
nasa provisions.
Kasi hindi siya naka-specify na anytime pwede mo minsan favor lang yan eh. 'Di ba? Kasi nga hindi rin nila ina-expect na yung kliyente nila magre-request ng APE. So yun yung tinatanong ko, baka kasi pwede naman parang special approval lang anyway. Nasa inyo naman yung account. 'Di ba? Yung mode of payment
Yes,
lang.
ma'am. Mode of payment, then kung mga choices natin, pwede kung pwede na take over or kung wala, bill back ang mangyayari. Ayun, no.
Pwede po yan, ma'am. Kung yung existing nila, ganun yung nangyayari. At kung yung pakiusap lang minsan, pwedeng makita nila sa dating contract as an takeover provision yun. Makikita doon yung kailan ba to nagpa-AP, yung last AP niya. So pag nakita na earlier doon sa nasabing year sa schedule, pwede nilang ma-take over yun. So depende lagi yan sa contract. Since cost plus lang naman yun. By the way, yung PEME kasi ginagamit din kasi APE din. Parehas din yung concept niya eh. Yung magiging results nun same lang. Kaya parang lumabas, PEME din siyang basic 5 din yun eh, di ba?
Pero may ba yun, ma'am? Yung existing client niyo po is ganyan po talaga ginagawa nila? Kasi if ever, ma'am, again, tinitake over naman ni Coco Life existing. So,
Hindi siya normal.
that's correct.
'Di ba? Hindi siya normal na may ganun. Pagka ni-request lang ng kliyente nila.
Pag pinapractice naman siya before, ma'am, of course, tinitake over naman siya ni Coco Life. We just have to provide
Ano
na.
lang, kasi wala sa contract yun eh. Pakiusap nga yun.
Apa.
So, parang paano ko siya
Siguro, ma'am,
ipoprove sa inyo
upon
na
negotiation.
ginawa ni HMO.
Upon negotiation po, pwede natin ipakita na, let's say, email, kasi normal email endorsement po yan eh.
Email.
Email endorsement, para syempre, malagay din pa natin sa contract. At syempre,
I agree dun sa sa part na yun. Kasi take over niya pa rin yun. Non-precedent naman yun. So, laging for approval, pero kaya siya ma-accommodate based dun sa historical nila, sa utilization nila. So, possible, ibig sabihin.
pwede, sir. Basta, sir, malagay natin siya and ma-include siya sa negotiation.
Yun lang ang
Yung mga
pinakamagandang
options natin,
marinig
sir.
namin. Possible yun.
Okay. Okay, so basically po, so yan na po ay yung ano natin, si Cocalif, again, one-stop shop po tayo. So we offer different kinds of insurance, depende sa need ng mga clients po natin because ang mandate sa amin po ng management is to cover as much as Filipinos as we can. So meron tayo itong life insurance, okay? Meron tayong investment side. Then dito rin po yung first Metro Wheels po natin. We also covers po yung COCO dyan, yung mga non-life insurance. And of course, from our side, the healthcare insurance po.
Na possible din ba cover tayo ng mga chapter ng mga yung fraternity ano tawag doon? Eagles, mga ganun. For sure meron na kayo na encounter na ganun kasi by chapter yan eh. So possible tayo mag-cover ng group HMO na yun nga lang 'di ba ano kasi siya membership. Oo, walang SSS.
Humihingi ba kayo ng SSS? Yung proof of employment
For group,
for group?
Lalabas.
Yung mga cooperatives, how do you do that? Mike, please. Sorry.
Yung certification po ng cooperative na member sila doon. And ang evidence of insurability kasi natin kapag mga co-op usually is NML. Kapag
Ano?
non-medical na. So, kailangan nilang mag-provide ng application form with health declaration po.
May question.
Pwede naman, sir, for co-op.
Yung sa accident, ay yung sa medical reimbursement.
yes ma'am.
So, binibenta yon as is medical reimbursement. Hindi siya part ng group PA with
Hindi
life
po.
insurance.
Separate siya ma'am.
Separate talaga. So, i-determine lang yung amount kung magkano yung pwedeng i-reimburse.
Apo.
No? Yun yung pinaka-limit. So, ano yung turnaround time when you are doing the reimbursement?
Maximum namin ma'am, the filing period, 15 working days. Once we receive the complete documents, sa member naman po meron siyang 30 calendar days to file po. Date of availment and date of discharge naman kung confinement.
Okay. Sino yung normally na client nyo sa ganito?
Actually, just to be transparent, ma'am, yung sa medical reimbursement namin, so hindi na masyado na-offer sa market. So we are offering more about dun sa TPA and sa HMO natin. So yun na talaga yung in-offer ni Cocalife. So yung mga previous namin, ma'am, yun na lang talaga existing namin na nasa medical reimbursement po.
Kasi dati, nagkaroon ako ng client na mga K-pop performers.
Apa.
So, particular sila dun lang sa medical reimbursement. So, pwede ba yun? Yung mga
Hindi
nagpa-perform lang dito, minsan lang yun, di ba? Pero, although yung coverage nila pwedeng 1 year,
Apa.
pero mataas yung coverage. Like, mga 500,000. Di ba?
Yun ma'am, ang in-offer na lang talaga natin ngayon is yung sa HMO and sa TPA. Yung existing accounts na lang ni Cocalife, yun na lang,
Maintain.
yun na maintain na lang namin po.
So, pati yung daily hospitalization income, hindi nyo na ino-offer?
Same din po. Actually ma'am, tinatransfer na namin eh. So pagdating ng renewal, we are already encouraging them na mag-HMO na and mag-TPA na. Depende sa need ni client po.
Okay. Sige. Thank you.
Okay?
Again po, the Coco Life Healthcare po is a tailor fit. So, kunyari po, gusto pong idagdag lang po yung dental, annual physical exam, life insurance, ready po. Anything po na gusto po ni company na pwedeng idagdag po sa benefits, ready po. Pero added premium po siya. The main product of the HMO package is outpatient, inpatient, and emergency. And the rest po, yung dental, preventive, annual physical exam, life insurance, and maternity benefits is rider lang po siya. Pwede po siyang idagdag, pwede naman din pong hindi. Mas maraming benefits po. Siyempre po, mas mataas po yung premium po natin. Again, kung ano po yung gusto mo po ni client na gusto mong i-offer po dun kay company, pwede po natin siyang ilagay. So, yun po. If you have any questions, clarifications po?
Tanong pa pala ako.
Yes po, ma'am.
Di ba, let's say takeover account. So i-cover mo lahat ng existing, di ba? Tapos merong papasok na new employee. Kailangan bang palapasin pa yung 1 year niya? Parang may contestability pa siya for 1 year before i-cover yung pre-ex.
Depende yun, ma'am, kung nasa contract natin yun. And sa headcount. Kung above 100% naman, ma'am, at nasa contract naman doon is covered all employees. So, at wala naman sa contract na may contestability period, on the onset, kina-cover na natin siya. Pero kung nandun sa contract nila is naka-specify that additional employees and dependents should have 1 year of contestability period, yun yung follow po natin. Pero kung wala siya sa contract, ma'am, and na-meet naman yung minimum number of headcount to cover the pre-existing, on the onset pa lang po, upon regularization, covered na.
Possible ba na i-take over nyo pero they wanted to add that phrase?
Pero actually, yun nga,
That ano?
ang si Cocolif kasi po, as much as possible, ang hinahanap namin yung long relationship with the clients. Ang main goal kasi natin is to protect the premium. So, kung may mga ganong cases, gusto ni company na i-protect yung premium kasi again, at the end of the day po, ang pag-compute ng premium is based on the utilization. So, to protect the premium and the utilization, kung gusto nila magpalagay ng ganong provision, pwede naman po yun.
Okay. So kahit below 100 packs, basta take over at cover ng pre-ex, pwede.
Yes po.
Normally, yung mga pre-ex naman, ano yun, tinitake over naman yun. Ang nagiging ano lang, yung contestability para sa new enrollees, dun lang pumapasok para sa life lang naman.
Okay. So, any more questions, everyone?
Sa mga nasa Zoom po, wag po kayong mahiya.
You can unmute yourself po. Okay, going once. Going twice. So, none. Okay. So, everyone, kindly scan also our QR codes para syempre ma-evaluate natin yung training this morning po. Thank you.
Okay na pala. Ayun. So, again, I'll be discussing regarding the group product, the group life insurance product. So, when we say group insurance, basically, a term of insurance that covers a group of individual under single contract. So, ang kino-cover natin dito ay yung mga employees ng company and then ang name ng policy or yung policy holder natin ay ang kanilang company. The advantages of having a group insurance is basically it provides maximum coverage at lowest cost and usually provided without medical examination. For eligibility requirements, upon inception of the insurance should be all regular and full-time employees, ages 18 up to not attained 65 years old or 65 years old. That means naman po dito sa eligibility natin sa age, no? Hindi naman tayo naglilimit lang dyan. Pag may takeover tayo, so kapag ang takeover natin sa existing, for example, ang kanilang eligibility ay 18 up to not attained 66th birthday, then reduction for formula sila ng upon attainment of 66. Nagte-take over po tayo doon. Depende sa kung ano yung existing policy ng kliyente. And also, requirement natin should be in good health and actively at work. So when we say in good health, generally, alam naman natin lahat ng employees na nag-undergo ng medical examination and fit to work sa company ay in good health. However, we deemed na not in good health, hindi na po sila in good health kapag meron sila ng either of these dreaded diseases or major illnesses. First is the metastatic cancer that was diagnosed for the last 5 years prior to the enrollment or inception of their insurance coverage. Second is end-stage kidney failure or chronic renal failure na nagre-require po ng dialysis. Third is any major organ transplant. Fourth, any heart-related diseases. And fifth, any cerebrovascular or neurological diseases. To define actively at work naman, so lahat naman ng employees na nagre-report sa kanilang duty to their offices are basically actively at work. But for those employees na who are not reporting daily sa kanilang office, can still be considered as actively at work as long as hindi po paid leave po sila kung doon sa mga naka-leave, paid leave and neither hospital confined nor disabled. So for our first plan, we have for the group life, we have three plans. We have the GYRT or the Group Yearly Renewable Term Plan, the Group Credit Life Insurance, and the Group Personal Accident. So we will tackle first the GYRT. So in case of death due to any cause, kahit ano pong mangyari kay member or kay employee, covered po sila ng GYRT. And also, the maximum amount is the sum assured ng coverage nila. So for example, ang ni-require ng company nila is 1 million. So across all employees, 1 million. But that does not limit po yung coverage natin. We also cover employees due to their, based on their monthly basic salary. Or meron din pong multiplier yon. So that will based doon sa company requirement. Next, provides coverage 24 hours on and off the job and with conversion privilege. So pag sinabi natin with conversion privilege, pwede po silang mag-convert into individual kung gusto nila once na nag-resign sila sa company. Para some of them wanted to continue the benefit that they are earning from the company. So for the reduction formula naman, as mentioned kanina, yung eligibility requirement natin is 18 up to not attain 65 years old. So once na nag-attain sila ng 65 years old, covered pa rin naman sila ng insurance natin as long as employee pa rin sila ng company or ni policy holder and provided lamang mare-reduce to 50% ng current coverage nila once na nag-attain sila ng 65th. So, for example, na-mention ko kanina is 1 million. So, once na nag-attain ng 65, that would down to 500,000. Then, up to na mag-attain na po yan sila ng termination age of 70 years old. So, for the product lines or the additional benefit na add-ons natin for GYRT or kumbaga yung crust ng pizza natin, lalagyan natin ng cheese and all the toppings para mag-enhance pa yung flavor. So these are the following products. I'm sorry. Ito po pala product lines ng Coco Life. Na-mention ko na to a while ago. I'm sorry about that. We also have SMEs, but for now, itong SME kasi namin, hindi pa namin siya nilalabas. Dahil tinitailor po kasi namin siya per companies. We also have migrant workers insurance, but for now, we did not invite those from migrants insurance. But maybe next time na babalik kami dito, maybe we'll invite next time naman si migrants. Ayan. So again, dun sa mga riders na pwede natin i-include to enhance our basic plan, first is the burial benefit. Due to any cost din po ito, kumbaga kakambal siya ng ating GYRT plan. And also, kumbaga pag may mga burial expenses na kailangan sa family, could be an additional to support the family po ng deceased. Next is,
Question.
yes, sorry.
Kailan nare-release yun?
Yung burial benefit, ma'am. Upon approval po ng claim natin, ma'am. Kasabay po siya ng GYRT. Lahat po ng benefits nila, ma'am.
So hindi siya yung mabilisang release. Kasi pag kailangan ng benefit.
That would be for the, ma'am, kailangan natin mag-undergo dun sa mga requirements natin and the
So
evaluation.
nire-require niya yung death certificate.
Ayan.
Oo.
Yes.
Sa iba kasi ina-advance yun eh. Yung burial. Kasi yun yung kailangan nila. Agad-agad. Basta may certification from HR na namatay na yung empleyado. So for some companies, they advance the burial.
Excuse me, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, may mga ganyang accounts din. Based na lang doon sa magiging setup or napag-agrihan. May ganyan din kami dating na-handle na accounts. Malaki siya. So, ang ginagawa nila is ini-scan copy yung birth certificate, then certification nga po from the company na patay na. Tapos inuuna yung real benefit. Hindi siya yung ganun karami yung naging requirements kapag yung sa life insurance or GYRT. Possible naman yan, ma'am. Mga ganyan po.
Kasi sa iba, hindi nila na-require yung death certificate agad kasi minsan
Natatagal
mahirap
na.
siya kunin. So basta nag-certify si HR na wala na, nire-release na nila agad.
Okay.
Yun.
Walang death certificate.
To follow yung death certificate. Basta kumbaga, inassure lang ni, alangan mo buhay ulit yun, di ba? Inassure lang ni HR na talagang wala ni empleyado.
Sige ma'am, let's explore that ma'am. Kung may gano'n naman kayong existing, baka pwede natin ano.
Yes po. And in addition lang din po, kung sakaling may ganun tayong arrangement, ma'am, at I think it has to be discussed from the first po
The
agad.
onset
From the
agad.
onset, yes po.
Setting the account.
Kasi para mabigyan din po namin ng heads up din po yung claims
Claims
namin
department.
kung anong mga requirements yung i-add nila sa amin. If in case, baka kasi magsapis na din po yung autopsy report or kung may mga ganong requirements po. If in case po na accidental, yung mga ganon. Okay pa. And then moving forward sa ating additional rider, the accidental death and disablement benefit. So it pays an additional amount of the benefit in case the cause of death is due to accident. And it also covers acts of God, animal bites, except kay mosquito bite, and drowning. Dito po sa ADDB natin, we have a schedule of losses naman in case of dismemberment due to the accident. So for example lang po dito no kay ADDB para meron lang din po kayong idea. So kung ang GYRT natin ay with ADDB rider, a total of 2 million po kasi kumbaga parang double indemnity ang mangyayari in case na ang cause of death ay due to accident. So ganun po si ADDB nag-work. And these are the schedule of losses if in case of loss of body parts. So as written at the top po, losses should be specified or reported within 180 days from the date of incident. And for one policy year, 100% po siya. So kung within the month, for example, 6 months upon the inception or after the inception of the policy, may na-aksidente po ang isang member or employee. So for example, na-loss po siya ng kanyang arm at above elbow, that is 70% of the ADDB. So, pwede na po niyang maklaim yan. And after naman po, no, within the policy year, hindi pa natapos yung taon, hindi pa umabot yung anniversary, na aksidente ulit siya, unfortunately, and then lost again yung another arm between elbow and wrist naman, that is 60%. However, the remaining percentage na lang kasing naiwan sa kanya, less the 70 is 30% lang. So, hindi na po natin mamamax out yun. Up to 30% na lang makukuha niya. And then, mag-accumulate na lang po yan during the renewal kung siya ay employee pa rin ng kanilang company. Next rider is medical expense reimbursement or MER. Basically, reimburses po yung mga medical requirements such as qualified surgeon, confinement, employment of trained nurses, x-ray examinations, and use of ambulance. So, ang amount of benefit po natin usually dito, ang standard is 10% of the ADDB or the accidental death benefit. However po, may iba kasing client na like ginagawa nilang 10,000, hindi talaga siya saktong 10% ng mismong ADDB nila, but that's fine po. So basta yung ma-reimburse po nila, hindi po magma-max out doon sa amount ng kanilang coverage. Next is total and permanent disability benefit or TPD. So once an employee or a member becomes totally disabled due to bodily injury, prevented from engaging na po sa kanilang occupation for profit, disabled for a continuous of 6 months, and has not yet exercised the conversion privilege. So yung sa 6 months po kasi, kaya po siya ganyan po yung waiting period natin. Kasi meron pong mga requirements na kailangan mo ng mapagdaanan ni employee or ni member. Kumbaga parang checklist siya just to know kung talagang TPD na siya. And then, has not yet exercised his conversion rights, it's because po, ang requirement natin kay TPD when claiming is the resignation letter. Kapag po kasi nag-resign si employee, for example, wala pa yung result ng kanyang TPD, and then nag-resign na siya, automatically wala siyang makiklaim kasi resigned na siya prior pa sa result ng kanyang medical. Pero kung may result na siya ng medical at saka pa lang siya nag-resign, timely po yun. So yun po yung pwede siyang makaklaim. Kasi ang ano natin dito, kapag nag-resign ka, wala ka ng coverage. Kapag nag-separate ka sa company, automatically, hindi ka na covered. Okay?
So anong definition na nung yung permanently disabled? Anong itsura niya? Parang ganun.
Kino-consider namin siya, ma'am, as parang lantang gulay na siya. Hindi na po siya talaga nakakapag-work. Wala na po siyang capacity to even po magpunta sa CR para tulungan yung sarili niya. Any question pa po so far?
Sorry, kung na-miss ko ba, yung TIB ba tapos na?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, sige, excited.
Okay. Next is hospital income benefit or HIB. So, ginagamit po natin sa HIB or nag-claim po natin sa HIB if the confinement is due to injury on the first day po. So, makiklaim na agad niya pag due to injury. On third day naman kapag due to sickness ang reason of confinement. So, in one policy year, meron pong 31 days si member to avail the hospital income benefit. And the amount of coverage po nito usually is 300 pesos po yung standard namin. But can be extended naman depende sa appetite ng client. And ang termination age lang po nitong HIB is upon attainment of 60th birthday lang po siya. Unlike other riders po natin, once they attend their 64th or 65th birthday, dun pa lang magto-terminate. Si HIB medyo maaga siya. Next rider is group critical illness benefit. So yung mga critical illnesses na kino-cover natin po ay 37. So yan po siya. Hindi ko na po siguro isa-isahin. Medyo madami po. So if you have time to take a picture na lang din po. So yun. And if nabibigay po natin yung benefit nito, if in case na diagnosed si member, at least for 30 days and then nag-survive po siya. Yun po yung benefit na makukuha niya. Okay? Sorry, to add up lang din sa group critical, ito po kasi for now is rider pa lang siya. But it does not affect po the basic plan coverage. So kung 1 million ang GYRT, ang usually coverage ng group critical illness natin ay 53% of the GYRT. So that is 500,000. Next and last rider natin, si TILB or Terminal Illness Living Benefit. Kapag po na-diagnose na po na terminally ill na po and terminally ill na ang isang employee, he can advance 50% of his GYRT coverage. So ito po kasing si TILB, usually free namin siyang binibigay basta na-accommodate or na-reach po ni client or ni account yung requirement natin na 100 employees with at least 50,000 coverage per employee. Okay, clear po ba? Okay. So yun po, 50% ng GYRT ay pwede nilang i-advance. Ang question dyan, what if nag-survive siya sa TILB niya tapos nabigay na namin yung yung benefit niya? Well, hindi naman namin yun babawiin pa. However, yung kanya po kasing TILB, once na na-claim niya na, he cannot have or she cannot have TILB for life na. And then, ang GYRT na lang din po niya is kung ano na lang pong natitira, yun na lang po siya. Next plan.
Question ako din sa TIB. Kapag, ito na actual kapag ka na-diagnose ng prostate cancer stage 4, possible na ba siya mag-file ng for TIB?
We cannot actually say, sir, na possible na agad. We have to provide the requirements pa rin po and subject for our claims department. Pa rin siya, sir.
So, basta i-file niya lang doon, then mag-a-assess
Yes.
naman no?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay, sige, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anong document na basis nyo to declare terminal illness?
Later on, ma'am, will show you the slides din po ng mga claims requirements natin. Okay pa. Thank you po. Next plan is,
Sorry, isa pa. Pabalik
yes,
ulit.
sorry.
Terminal illness leaving benefit. Ito yung rider na pension type. Tama? Hindi siya yung 50% ano, ito yung staggered payment pa. May 18.32 ba na computation to?
For now, sir, ay wala na po siyang ganun, sir.
So
Straight
50% lang siya.
Yes.
Okay.
Sa TPD din po, lump sum na rin siya. Hindi na rin kami nag-o-offer ng... Yes po. Yes, sir. Okay pa. Moving forward sa ating second plan, we have the group personal accident. So basically, ang kino-cover dito ay life ng member or ng employee, but due to accident, lahat ng cost. Okay? To enhance naman yung group personal accident, pwede nating i-add yung mga benefits such as accidental burial benefit, hospital income benefit due to accident, and medical expense reimbursement. Yan po yung mga riders na pwedeng i-add. And for group credit life insurance, so ang kino-cover naman po dito ay yung amount of loan ng kanilang members. For example, yung cooperative, i-insured nila yung mga loans ng kanilang members. So there are two types po kasi dito. We have the outstanding balance at the time of death and the initial amount of loan. Pag sinabi nating outstanding balance at the time of death, for example, namatay ang initial amount of insurance or the initial amount of loan ni member ay 100,000. Then, namatay siya, ang remaining balance na lang niya ay 80,000. Meron pa siyang 80,000 na babayaran. So, ang babayaran ni insurance sa kanilang cooperative ay yung 80,000. Okay? Kapag naman initial amount of coverage, kapag namatay naman si member, tapos ang naiwan niyang balance ay 80,000, a total of 100,000 pa rin ang babayaran ni insurance. However, yung 80,000 ay para doon sa cooperative and then the 20,000 ay mapupunta sa beneficiary nila, sa family. Okay? Ayan. For other terms and conditions naman, we have the takeover agreement po. So, ang requirements lang naman natin dito kay takeover, a copy of the current contract kung meron silang mga provisions na not standard kay Coco Life. We can accommodate naman po yung dyan, subject for approval. And the copy of latest billing, proof of payment, and master list. Kung bakit natin hinihingi yung master list po, para po to sa mga employees na check natin yung contestability nila. Kasi baka sabihin nila, covered yan sa previous, but we don't have proof for that. Para po ma-proof natin na nakuha nila or nag-undergo na sila ng 12 months na insured sila before, that's why we ask for the master list or the previous billing. And then for the list of employees naman with underwriting ratings if meron, and employees who are on sick leave for the past 7 days or more than 7 days. Basta yung leaves po natin na pwedeng i-covered ay bayad, basta bayad na leave po siya. Okay? And for franchising naman, sa pagpa-franchise natin ng account, kailangan po nating i-email sa akin po. You have my email naman po para ma-franchise po natin yung account. Just to check po kasi baka mamaya existing client na siya or baka tawag dito, magkaroon po ng conflict with other sources. However, pag mga ganun naman, kung na-franchise na siya sa ibang sources first and then you franchise the same account, we will be asking for the brokers on record naman po. Whoever has the latest brokers on record and has the highest signatory will won the franchisee.
Ano ko lang po elaborate lang natin ulit yun. Yung sa mga nasa Zoom po, no, pagka nagre-request po kayo ng group account or group insurance, ito po yung process, meron po tayong franchising. So pagka nag-ticket po kayo sa provide, it doesn't mean na award na po kagad sa atin. So dadaan pa po yan sa franchising, then may turnaround time po yan. Then kung sakaling may nabangga nga pong ibang ahente, then we will be given a chance na 24 to 48 hours para po counter, no? It's either mataas nga po yung contact person do sa BOR or updated yung date. So, yun.
Yes po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Marvin. And, yeah. Next is yung mga data naman po na need natin for the quotation. So kapag ang type of group ay employer-employee associations or unions, ang basic plan natin dyan ay GYRT or Group Yearly Renewable Term. With yung riders natin, pwede po silang, kunyari, na-include namin sila sa proposal, pero gusto nyo po silang tanggalin. Okay lang po yun, pwede po nating accommodate yun kasi it doesn't affect naman the base plan rates. Okay? So first requirement is the census list of employees. So ang kailangan lang naman natin dyan is yung birth date nila, yung age, pwede na namin i-compute yan based on the birthday, the gender, and the preferred amount of coverage. And kung meron silang existing provider, so within yung total paid for the last 3 years, premium paid, but at least to follow to, pero during the computation, hindi naman siya sobrang kailangan yung premium paid. What we need lang talaga is itong number 1 and itong si total claims incurred for the last 3 years. Then the nature of business, we can also search that on the internet, and the existing insurance provider, the name of the provider, and add ko lang yung kanilang anniversary date or the renewal date nila. Para if in case ma-close natin yung account, alam na agad natin kung ano yung effective date ng policy.
Paano kung yung provider, yung previous provider, hindi nagbibigay ng claims incurred?
Ma'am, siguro ang ginagawa namin dyan usually is nag-a-assume kami kapag nagbibigay kayo sa amin ng like quantity lang. Pero kung sinabi naman na wala talaga, di kami maglalagay ng claims. Ganun.
Kasi kung halimbawa ako yung agent, aware lang ako kung magkano, pero hindi ko alam yung total. Kasi ang kasama dyan, pwede kasama dyan yung AMR, di ba? Yung Accident Medical Reimbursement. Kasama sa claims yun, no? Hindi lang yung
Yes.
death claim, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
So yun. So for example, yun na, aware lang ako sa death claim. Pwede ko i-declare lang yun.
Pwede naman, ma'am. Like, for example, ma'am, sabihin niyo po sa amin na they have 2 claims for the past 3 years. Pwede na po kaming, gagamitin na lang po namin coverage nun is yung pinaka-quote niyo po sa amin. For example, 100,000 per employee. So, for those 2 employees na death claim, 200,000 yung ilalagay namin sa utilization po. Magbibase kami sa coverage na binigay sa amin.
Okay.
Yes po. Any questions po? And then, for existing premium naman, kung may mga clients po no na pwede nating bula-bulahin, na hingin natin yung existing premium rate nila para matapatan. So, basically, medyo hindi talaga nagbibigay yung mga kliyente natin dyan para din sa kumbaga, to be fair lang din sa ibang sources. But if meron tayong mga kasundong clients, might as well, pwede natin itong hingin.
Kaya lang, minsan binigay na yung rate, ayaw pa rin natin tapatan eh.
Yan, meron din po talagang mga ganon. Depende din po sa magiging utilization or claims experience. Okay. Kapag naman po ang type of group ay loan availors, debtors, or plan holders, basic plan natin dyan ay Group Credit Life. So, usually kay Group Credit Life, wala tayo ditong master list. So, hinihingi namin dyan is yung assumptions or assumed lang na mga datas. So, first is the amount of loan, maximum, minimum, and the average. Term of loans, kung gaano ka ikli at pinakamatagal nilang term. Age of loan borrowers, the average po. And total number of loan borrowers, total loan portfolio. Ito po yung pinaka-importante, yung total loan portfolio kasi yan po yung magiging basis namin sa pag-compute. And nature of loans. And lastly, kung meron din po silang premiums paid and claims incurred for the past 3 years. So, for minimum requirements naman natin, so number of employees kapag employer association or unions should be 10 employees. Tapos kapag students, minimum of 1,000. And kapag mga barangay tanods, should be whole province, city, or congressional district. Then dapat ma-meet natin yung total annual premium na 200,000. 20,000. And we also have a territorial limitations, Sulu, Basilan, and Tawi-Tawi. So dati, kasama pa si Marawi dyan, di na po siya, tinanggal na po siya ngayon.
Yan. Yung sa student plan, meron ba tayong ganyan na prototype?
Sir,
Wala, for
kinukuha.
customization talaga siya.
Yes.
So yung the usual kasi ano to eh, may student benefits plus may teacher. Tama?
Yes. Usually, fini-free yun, sir.
Oh, ilang
Niloload
percent
siya.
nga ulit yun? 10%.
10%.
Ng estudyante.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. Thank
Dapat
you.
not exceeding 10% po.
Ayan, sa mga nandito po at pa-prospect kayo ng eskwelahan, malapit na po ulit, no? Paghahanda po ulit ng matrikula, ayan po, ligawan niyo na po yung mga eskwelahan na yan, no? So, yan po yun. Miscellaneous po pumapasok yan. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you again, Sir Marvin. And for other terms and condition naman, usually makikita natin to sa proposal na sinasend namin. Kapag standard naman yung rates natin, so si Coco Life naman ay non-VAT, so inclusive na po doon yung mga taxes natin. And kapag gusto po ng employee or ng kanilang mga members or ng mga clients natin na magkaroon sila ng individual certification, just to have a proof na covered talaga sila ng insurance, kasi as mentioned nga, policyholder ang nakapangalan dun sa contract natin. And nagre-require lang po kami ng BST for 30 pesos per certificate po yun. And then, ayun, mentioned din kanina, territorial limitations natin. Claim that will be loss occurred but not limited to Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi ay probably hindi po sila makaka-claim pag dyan sila namatay. And we also have a contestability period of 1 year para po doon sa if in case, kumbaga lahat naman ng claim or incontestable naman, but in case na merong mga client na hindi agad nakakapagbayad ng premiums nila, basically maho-hold yung policy.
Miss Jenny, may question po from Zoom. How about the affiliated hospitals? I had experience na i-clear ko pa sa hospital before any consultation. Do you update your contracts to avoid this incident, especially for emergency cases? Sabi po ni Miss Rosalie Palmos.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for the question. I think our HMO will answer that. Thank
Sorry,
you.
ma'am, yung question po ulit again is...
Ano po? How about the affiliated hospitals daw po? Ayan. Si Miss Rosalie, you can unmute po to address po yung questions po ninyo.
Yes, good afternoon. Before kasi I had an experience na we have to find out muna kung sino mga affiliated hospitals before any consultations. Do you update your contract regarding the affiliated hospitals? So any inclusions regarding sa contract? Kasi to avoid cases like emergency cases, you have to go to other hospital only to find out na hindi pala sila accredited. It happened to my husband kasi required pala ng hospital na na you have to pay in cash. It was in the contract na affiliated yung certain hospital na yon. So to avoid do you update your contract or any policy?
Yes, ma'am. Apa. Yung accreditation namin sa hospitals, ma'am, so normally, hindi siya nag-expire. So once accredited namin siya, that's accredited lifetime, not unless mag-advise namin si hospital na ayaw na nila magpa-accredit sa amin or they want Coco Life disaffiliated na sa kanilang rosters of networks na accredited HMOs. Regarding naman sa pag-update ng contracts namin and pag-update ng rosters ni Coco Life, yung application po natin, ma'am, if ever makapag-download sana yung husband ninyo, on a daily basis, nandun po yung list of accredited Coco Life hospitals, clinics, doctors, and dentists. So pag tinignan natin siya, ma'am, at let's say for example, wala yung accredited na hospital po din ni Coco Life. So meron po tayong magiging mga cases po dyan. The first one is, of course, maybe baka mamaya naka-hold yung hospital kay Coco Life because we have to settle some obligations po sa kanila. And yung pangalawa is talagang nag-total disaccredited na po si Coco Life doon. But to answer the question, ma'am, yes, we regularly update our contracts with them. So you can always check naman yung ating application kasi on a daily basis, naka-reflect po yung mga accredited Coco-Leaf hospitals po doon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am.
And also to add, no, kapag meron kayong mga ganong na-encounter, might as well report nyo po yun kasi para mabigyan po ng action ng provider. Okay?
Yan, thank you so much po. Any more questions po?
Yes, question.
Yes, ma'am.
Dito naman sa sa GYRT, yung mga critical illness ba, meron ba siyang mga contestability period, tsaka up to what age yung pwede?
Dun sa critical illness natin, ma'am, pag na-approve natin yung eligibility requirement po nila, is basically covered na po sila doon. Kasi kakambal naman po yan, or rider po kasi niyan si GYRT, kapag in-approve po ng underwriting natin ang kanilang coverage, covered po silang ng GCIB natin. For the termination age naman po ng rider natin na si GCIB, upon attainment po ng 65 years old or 65th birthday ng ating member or ng employee po, ang termination age niya. However po, kapag due to takeover naman, kung sa existing nila ay up to like for example, hanggang 66 years old yung GCIB nila, we can take over naman po yun.
Ano ibig sabihin ng GCIB?
Group critical illness.
Group critical illness.
Very
Okay. So, for example naman, gusto nung may-ari, gusto niya mataas yung coverage niya, tsaka for example, some executives. Paano natin, ano yan, may questionnaire ba sila? May mga ganong sinasubmit? Pag halimbawa, more than, kunyari, 500,000, ganyan, mga ganon, above. Nagko-cover ba tayo and ano yung usual na kailangan?
Is that ma'am for classification type na benefit po? Yes po, we cover also classification po. For example, executive as the highest. Kung ang coverage ni executive ay 12 times monthly basic salary. And then kasunod naman natin is si manager, like for 1 million, so on and so forth. We can also quote naman po ng ganun. So yun po yung magiging amount of coverage nila.
May questionnaire lang na sinesend, parang ganun ba? Or kailangan magpa-medical? Kasi yung ibang na experience ko, pag mataas na sa mga 300,000, meron ng additional questionnaire. Ganun din ba sa inyo?
Yes, ma'am, kapag po nag-exceed siya sa evidence of insurability natin. Meron po kasi tayong EOI or yung evidence of insurability. Kapag for example po, ang isang employer-employee account, usually NEL yan or no evidence limit. Kapag po ang amount ng no evidence limit niya ay for example 5 million, kapag nag-exceed po ang coverage ng executive sa 5 million, yung excess po doon ay subject for underwriting po siya. Yun po yung nanghihingi kami ng mga questionnaires and medical examinations po.
Ano yung magiging basis ng no evidence limit?
The amount of ma'am, coverage po, maximum. Pag nagko-compute kasi kami ma'am, kapag MBS siya or monthly basic salary, kung ano pong magiging result doon sa quotation namin sa rates or sa ginagamit naming system. So we use system for this kasi para ma-compute siya. Kung ano po yung lumabas doon na maximum coverage, yun po yung kino-cover namin na NEL. May cases naman po na takeover, subject for approval din po yung mga takeover natin. So for now kasi kapag nag-exceed kami, kasi ang limit lang ni Coco Life ay 5 million. Pag nag-exceed kami dun sa 5 million, we have to request reinsurer na po kasi para ma-extend po yung coverage ng evidence. And then, yun po, subject for approval po siya. Pero kung ang mga coverage usually po ay uniform, for example lang po sa mga ganon, or kung classification man, kung si class 1 ay 5 million, automatically, ang NEL niya ay 5 million na rin po. Kasi we look on the highest coverage na kaya naming i-cover.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So yung pala, basic salary. Pero yung parang basis nyo ng computation, no? Doon sa maximum. What if hindi naman siya ganon, hindi naman siya based on basic salary? Parang gusto lang mag-define ng specific amount across the company.
Across all na po siya, ma'am. Ayun, ma'am, pwede din po tayo mag-quote ng ganun. Kumbaga lahat ng employee, for example, ay amounting of 1 million. So lahat sila 1 million regardless of the position. So yun po. And basically, ang magiging NEL or evidence of insurability po nun is 1 million din. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ayan, moving forward. So all eligible employees should be enrolled and to establish and maintain the plan. For experience refund naman po, binibigay natin siya kapag ang account ay na-accumulate or na-meet yung 100 employees on the whole policy year or for 1 year. And usually ang computation po nito is equivalent to 50% of the surplus. And syempre, the less pa po natin dyan yung mga utilization or claims experiences. For issuance naman of policy, so ito po yung requirements natin kapag na-close naman na po yung account. So number 1, meron po tayong juridical application form. Ina-attach po namin yung mga forms na yan sa email din po kapag sinend namin sa kanila. And kapag po meron silang registration data sheet or latest na GIS and articles of incorporation, bylaws, or secretary certificate, and we also require po yung high credible photo po ng kanilang authorized personnel and with ito po yung mga preferred government IDs, SSS, PRC, driver's license, passport or senior citizen, and etc. po. And master list para po doon sa final billing natin na reference po natin. This time, yung master list po na to, kailangan may names na po nilang ng mga employees. Kasi yan na po yung magiging reference namin para sa billing. And then individual application form para po doon to sa mga employees no na ang evidence of insurability ay NEL. Kapag NEL kasi, although no evidence limit siya, nagre-require kami ng application form as reference namin yan para doon sa mga beneficiary nila. Kapag naman non-medical limit ang kanilang evidence of insurability, nagre-require talaga kami ng application form. Ang ano lang dito kay NML, kailangan mabigay na muna ang application form, ma-evaluate namin, ma-underwrite namin bago ma-release ang billing. Okay po. And a copy of master policy kapag mga takeover and the previous billing. And for those employees naman no, na ang underwriting ratings, kailangan din po natin yan. So for the application form, so ayan po yung bigyan ko lang po kayo ng preview kung ano po itsura ng application form natin. And then we have the part 2, sources of funds, beneficiaries. So dyan po nila ilalagay yung mga beneficiaries nila. So kapag kinulang po yan at kailangan nila pang dagdagan, meron po naman po sa back part na lang nila isulat. Okay? And ayan yung health declaration. Importante po yan kapag NML yung evidence of insurability. And they also have to read the data privacy policy para aware sila kung saan napupunta yung mga data nila. And for FACTA naman, kung may foreign account, but if not, you can skip. And last part is the consent. Reminder lang po, kapag magpapakonsent tayo, dito po nakalagay signature of applicant. Please do not forget to include the date kung kailan po na-sign. Tapos, sa witness po, it's either...
Ay, ma'am,
Yes.
question po from Zoom. Suppose for a year the card was not used, do you offer any benefit like executive checkup or etc.?
Okay.
Go, sir.
Ma'am, yung card kasi natin is transferable. So the very good thing about not using the card is, yun nga, health is a member. But to answer the question, ma'am, again, yung card natin, pag ang benefit natin does not include executive checkup, so yung card po is good as used na po yan. So pag hindi siya nagamit, so the benefit would not be taken over on the next policy year. So renewed po as is po.
Okay, again, yung mga nasa Zoom po, please feel free na mag-unmute po. Wala pong makapagbasa po ng minyong messages po, no? Thank you po.
Yan, thank you so much po. Ayan po, again, sa witness po, kailangan po dyan, it's either po yung authorized personnel ng company or yung colleague po ng empleyado. And also, do not forget to include the date kung kailan po sila nag-sign. And again, for the claims turnaround time, so kapag incontestable ang claim natin, 10 to 15 working days po kapag kompleto yung mga documents na requirements natin for the claims. Kapag contestable naman siya, 15 to 22 working days kapag kompleto din, and that's for within Metro Manila. Kapag outside ay 15 to 30 working days. So, ang requirements natin to process the claims, ito po yung mga basic, hindi pa po kasama dyan yung sa mga riders. So, in case kailangan po natin dyan yung certified true copy ng death certificate niya, baptismal certificate or birth certificate issued by the local civil registrar, marriage contract, kung si spouse po ang kanilang beneficiary, certificate of attending physician, COCO Life form po, and itong si number 5 is also a COCO Life form. Kapag may claim na po kaming na-receive or na-email sa amin, we will be providing you the following forms. And lastly, the attendance record po for the month, kung kailan namatay. Kapag naman ang namatay ay employee with below 1 year pa lang po na coverage. And for additional requirements naman sa accidental death, we have the NBI or police report, his pathology or autopsy report, and affidavit of witness. For accidental disability, we have the insured statement of disability, attending physician statement of disability, incident report, police report, and complete medical records. Next, for MER or medical expense reimbursement, again, COCO Life form yung first two requirements natin. Third is medicine prescriptions and original receipts po no ng MER ng i-reimburse nila. And NBI or police report kapag vehicular accident, incident report naman kapag inside the company premise, and barangay blotter pag non-work related. For TPD or total and permanent disability benefit, attending physician, statement of disability, insured statement of disability, complete medical records, and resignation letter. For TILB, attending physician statement and complete medical records. HIB naman, proofs of hospitalization, hospital bill statement of account, kung kailan na-admit at kung kailan din na-discharge. Group critical illness, additional requirements are critical illness forms and insured statement of disability and complete medical records to support the critical illness. Again, COCO Life reserves the right to require and obtain informations. Documents should be deemed necessary. And that ends my presentation for today. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am, if you have questions po.
Pakilagay dun
Yes,
sa...
another question. Ay,
sige, yung sa online mo.
Okay po. Sa online daw po.
opo. Suppose ang employee na insured may common law common law na wife or any husband. Yun ang beneficiary niya, yung child niya, no. Suppose something happens to the insured without the knowledge of the legal wife or husband. Can it be na basta may proof lang or baka walang proof na siya common law child, di ba? Pwedeng siyang maging beneficiary.
Yung sa anak po ng common law couples po, pwede po
Oo.
pwede din po kasi sila actually maglagay ng beneficiary nila na common law as long as hindi po sila married parehas previously. Okay po. And then kung ang nakalagay lang naman doon ay yung anak nila na beneficiary and hindi po nilagay
Na
doon
legal.
legal
Oo.
child na siya. So pwede naman pong mag-submit lang ng usually birth certificate lang po yan, nakapangalan naman sa bata ay sa tatay yung anak niya. Or kung
Okay.
kung if and ever na yung
Ng
wife
nanay.
namatay.
Okay.
Did I answer your question, ma'am?
Oo. At least nandun sa miski walang knowledge yung pinaka-legal wife or husband. Pwede yun?
Yes, ma'am. As mentioned po, supposedly dapat hindi sila married previously. Pag ganun po kasi yung nangyari, maghihingi po tayo ng guardianship ban dyan. Kung sino po yung naiwang guardian nakalapit noong namatay. For example po, meron pa po siyang lola. Si lola po ang mag-ITF nung claims ng bata if in case minor de edad pa po siya.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ano yung requirements sa terminal illness?
Yan. Those are additional requirements, ma'am. Apo.
Attending physician.
Yung fourth.
Ano yung decision na i-assess nyo na 12 months na lang?
Meron doktor na nagsasabi nun? Okay, alam ko kasi wala. Wala nagsasabing may taning ka na isa na documented ah. Usually verbal lang yun. Okay. Saang ospital yan? Mga 3 hours na lang. Dito ka magpa-hospital sa doktor na to para ma-declare mo. Kasi sa iba hindi may mga doktor na hindi nag-i-issue nun eh ng terminal illness na. Okay.
Any more questions po? Okay, from the left, from the right. Nagtapos na po sa going once, going twice. Ayan, thank you so much again po for this day and for accommodating us. Have a nice day ahead po. Thank you.
Okay.